Well, here we are, a new opportunity ahead of us after the elections here in the United States. We can learn something from the patterns that have happened and that we see in pathological relationships. In pathological relationships, the abuser, whatever other title you give that person, has been studied to find the cause of their non-caring, non-compassion, feeling of ownership, etc. So we have an idea of what brought that person to the point where they are abusive. That doesn't solve the abuse, doesn't make it go away. What hadn't been done is research as to why was one being abused was even in the relationship rather than out at the first sign, and kept going back. Because in pathological relationships, usually that's the woman who's the abused, keeps going back. And it has taken years to be free. Dangerous. So here we are with what seems to be a pathological partner being put in charge of the United States. My good friend, Sandra Brown, who has done relationship works for a long, long time, very much an authority in that field of pathological relationships, especially dangerous men. So she decided to do a study on the women that hadn't been done. And the common factor she found with all of them is they had an overactive sense of empathy, compassion. So they give their heart, they go in full bore with no discernment, with no boundaries, with no sense of that. I'm not putting up with that ever. They kept going back and back. It'll change next time. Overactive empathy, serving without discernment, without vetting. This is a woman's problem. So what do? You learn about the power you are and were intended to be as an authority, not just for your life, but for your home, for your community, for your country. Women, you were intended to be the leader, intended to be the authority. Learn about Sophia, that power center at the solar plexus, where you say, step in the ground. This is my space, my home, my family, my life, my body. Soared into the sky. We do not speak expecting this to take care of us. We go into the unknown energies of energy, spiritual, unseen. Not God, bigger than that. And if you put God as an expansive, all that is, that's fine. But it's not the God that most people think about, which has a male identity, by the way. Soared into the sky like a connection, clear computer connection that says, not acceptable. I will not accept. Boundaries are in place and I will not tolerate. And then take action, gathering with those who are your tribe.